The tiny home came all the way from Cairns. We had to fix the tyres, everything that kind of could have happened did. Was so happy to do it, and we would have been completely lost if he hadn't been able to do that. He kept it on his property for us.
It was quite challenging. It's not only the vast distances we had to cover, low hanging power lines, traffic control, hiring a 100-tonne crane, changed the local bus route. Second crane job, but yeah, never had to shut down a road. We set off from Sydney. Ben from our media team informed me that he'd never been in a truck before and wanted to come along for the ride. Along the way, we got to the top of Mount Ousley, and I informed Ben of things you need to consider when driving a heavy vehicle.
All those gear changes and then you get a red light.
When we got to the top, I informed him about picking the right gear before you approach the hill and keeping safe braking distances of the vehicle in front, just to ensure you don't overheat your brakes.
It goes on the back of the motor, so it'll give me about 20% increase.
Once we got down to the delivery street, we faced some other challenges with low hanging power lines. It was kind of tricky having to navigate our way under these power lines and ensure that there was no contact made with the tiny home. Hey guys, my name's Jared, I'm from RRT. Come along today with us as we're going to lift the 6 metre tiny home up over this house. This tiny home came from Cairns, which took 6 days to bring down here in sunny Wollongong. Some of the challenges we faced with getting this home out, it was on a property in Cairns, and they had over 150 mil of rain the day before we picked it up. So luckily we had our ex-military Unimog here to pull it in off-site. Being such a tall home with low bridges, even the last 500 metres of getting to the delivery site, we had low hanging power lines. Just this street alone, we had to organise our routes and make sure that we took the right route, not having to take out any low hanging power lines. We've had to organise traffic control, had to change the local bus route. We've also had to hire in a 100-tonne crane to make the 54 metre span to lift this 3.9 tonne home over the house. Alright, so here we've got our 6 metre tiny home on a tri-axle, brought down from Cairns. It was towed by our ex-military Unimog. It's a 1987 build, originally come from Townsville Military. And it's going to be craned over this house up here with a 100-tonne crane that we've had to hire. What? You're going to edit this, aren't you? So yeah, we've had to hire in a 100-tonne crane to lift this home over. As you can see, it's been quite challenging for him given the steepness of the driveway here. But the plan is to crane it from the street, and we're going to go straight over into the backyard. So come with us and we'll check out where it's going to go. So this is the landing pad where it will spend the rest of its days.
Hello, my name is Siobhan, and I just want to say a really big thanks to Jared from RRT. Jared has gone above and beyond to help us. Not only has he delivered the tiny home safely, we had to wait for the crane company, and that meant a delay of about a week until we could get the tiny home. So he kept it on his property for us. Again, didn't mind at all, was so happy to do it. That's just like one example of how he went above and beyond, but yeah, I can't fault his service, and I'd highly recommend him if you need someone trustworthy who can do the job and be really professional and just decent as a person. Jared's your man.
This is why I do this job. Not only is it an achievement, but it's also the excitement I get from customers. Where would you like me to bring the home in? Probably where this truck is, and because once it's got brakes, and I got A-wheel chock. I just want it to be sort of like level and safe for you guys to pick it up. It's always a great feeling unhooking the home after such a long, tiring journey such as this one, all the way from Cairns. Once the crane was in position and all set up ready for the lift, it was time to get the home in position and then unhook. touchdown. The job was complete. Everyone that worked on the job site had smiles on their face, and the new owner was so ecstatic with the way her home looked in her backyard. Another one ticked off for RRT.